and welcome back to the Sparking Interest podcast. Today I am joined with Chris Sharman, our training manager, who is going to go through all of the different types of training that we have been doing and all of the new types of training that we are looking into for the new year. So, hi Chris, how are you?
I'm very well, Reece, very well.
Very good, I'm great, thank you. New year, new podcast, well, same old podcast, but new topics. So shall we jump in? Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you've been working on?
Okay, since I joined the association about 18 months ago now, coming up 18 months, the first thing that we did was a thorough refresh of our Introduction to Passive Fire Protection. It's an online course. The previous course had served its purpose as well, but we felt it was due
time for a revamp.
Time for a freshen up.
Yeah.
And the whole idea of it is, as it says, it's an introduction. It's for those who are new to the industry, new to passive fire protection, or who work in passive fire protection companies, but who are like tangentially linked to the job itself. So people in back office functions may need to understand what it is that they are invoicing for, but don't actually directly get involved in the products and installations.
So what was changed? What was the revamp?
We changed the actual material itself. We kept the framework layout, and that it's a modular course. Mm-hmm. So there are modules on introduction to the fire process, to fire science, fire protection, and then individual modules on the subtext sectors within passive fire protection. So protection to the structural framework of a building, compartmentation, fire stopping, ductwork and dampers. And each has its own module. What we've done is completely revamped the actual material and the content itself. Okay. The way it's presented. We've done our own videos, our own scripts, our own voiceovers.
Hopefully to keep engagement up while you're watching it.
Absolutely.
Make it as easy to consume.
And we've launched it on a new platform as well. So as well as seeing the main course content in the screen, you also see key points up in a separate window. So it gives you text to underwrite what's going on. The video modules are now the core of the material rather than being sort of additional to effectively an individual presenting the material as it was before. Now the video or imagery is the content and the voiceover is...
So that's a guide and help. It's not the main focus.
No, absolutely. And it's been really well received. Since we launched that in May last year, we've had... I think as of today, it's 414 people have signed up for that.
Wow.
We've added also another large number where organisations have bought a batch of licences and people will be signing on to it. There could be easily another 200, 250 in there that have effectively signed up for the course but not logged on yet. So that's fantastic.
Brilliant. And if anyone else out there wants to sign up, it's on the website in our training tab. It's all, everything that we're talking about today will be there. So do have a look at all of our training types.
More recently, we've launched an additional version of the online introduction course, which is the online introduction for installers. So this is again aimed at those who are new to the industry, but who actually will be going in and carrying out works like building drywall systems or carrying out fire stopping or structural steelwork painting, HMS and paint. It's the same modules, but in each case on the technical section, the modules have been extended somewhat. Okay. And we show some of the general principles of the systems that they would be working with.
So it's a little bit more tailored.
It is. It's more tailored to the needs of installers specifically than just people in the industry.
Yeah.
That's kind of opening a new route to us for training. Historically, for the last couple of years, the ASFP and SFP have probably been best known for our online and our classroom foundation courses for the
level 2 and
level 2 and level 3 Institution of Fire Engineers exams. And we still provide those both as an online resource, and myself, I provide the classroom training. But there's a gap between that and the introduction.
And starting.
And so that's in development at the moment. And that's a course specifically aimed at installers, which is going to be available in the coming months. where we go into a lot more detail about how the actual installation procedures are done, rather than just general principles.
Okay.
How we actually measure out for
Yes.
installing stud work, etc. It's going to be a lot more in depth. It's not going to be an introductory course. It is a course aimed at people that are actually already working in this field or have already done the introductory course for installers.
Right.
So it's going to be
but
next
it's
step on.
not as in depth as
Not
level
as
2.
in depth as a level 2. It's not designed to be an academic course. It is designed to be a practical skills course.
Right.
The beauty of this is it can be carried out in conjunction with practical skills being run either by our members who are manufacturers of products and have their own training facilities, potentially even in conjunction with ourselves. Obviously, the level 2 and level 3 course are still there. The level 2 is aimed at those that may have already been installers and are looking for a move into a supervisory or a technical role where they need a more overarching knowledge of the passive fire protection subject. Beyond that, the level 3 is aimed at those who may be in project managers or in technical roles, and again need a far more in-depth knowledge. We say technical roles because the level 3 course and successful completion of the exam actually meets the academic qualification requirements for membership of the Institution of Fire Engineers at technician grade.
Right.
That's how I achieved it, by doing that exam. So it is something that then leads on to a formally recognised career path in the IFE.
So speaking of the level 2 and level 3 courses, we have a few running throughout the year. Do you want to tell us a bit about those?
Yes.
The dates and the locations that people can find those courses of people?
Certainly. We tend to tie a couple in before each batch of IFE exams, which are in March and October.
Yes.
So the courses that we're running for March, the level 3s have just started last week. We've got one running up at Sheffield and one that I'm running down at Watford.
I don't believe they've not all started, right? There's Dublin.
No, there's a course starting in Dublin soon as well.
Yeah.
That's under David O'Reilly over there.
Yeah.
And we are going to be starting a level 2 course in February here in our offices.
Yes.
And that's, again, it's going to be an open course, so anyone can get in touch and book a place. Again, for people in that supervisory, lower technical, frontline technical sort of level. Mm-hmm. They're both tied in to run up effectively, like I say, until the exams in the start of March. Yeah. For the later exams in October, we will be running again a level 3 in, I believe it's Manchester.
I think so.
Again, and Reading.
Yeah.
Again, using similar hotel rooms that we've done before.
This is off the top of our heads, but if we're wrong, it's all on the website. So do have a look, all the dates and locations. We'll put it in the description.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll put a link in the description.
All the links will be below.
Again, the courses have been very well received. We get some really good feedback from those, and I've had some more today. It's only last week that the IFE released the examination results for the October exams.
Yeah.
And so we've had contact from a number of candidates that sat the exam and were successful. They've been in touch with me.
Congratulations to all of those.
Congratulations to all of you. They've been in touch with me via LinkedIn, through our social media and our online presence, and it's really great to hear from people. So if you have sat your exam and you've been successful, please let us know.
We'll put a link for that as well in the description. There's also in between the training and the exam, we also do our revision sessions as well.
We do, yes.
To catch people up. Yeah,
these are one-day sessions that we do here at our office in Coventry, and we also do them locally. We tend to use, again, the Sheffield, Manchester area or the sort of west of London area, either out to Reading or up to Watford in the northwest. The idea is to try and catch as many people in the areas of population density and where a lot of our members are based. But we're always open to looking at new venues. I have had inquiries about running a level 3 course up in Scotland, which is something we may look at for the latter part of the year.
Amazing.
There's other queries that we receive on a regular basis for running in-house level 3 courses and level 2 courses for organisations. That is something that we do a lot of. I ran one just before Christmas for one of our manufacturer members. We've got another one that they're looking to book. I think we did 6 in-house courses last year of mixture of level 2s and
Brilliant. So looking into the future for the training plans for ASFP, what do we have next in store?
Actually, it's very interesting. It's a very exciting time because we've got a new development that I know it's been talked about and
Touched on a little bit here and there.
yeah, and people have seen photos, but the actual mobile classroom itself that we're going to be able to take to our members and take to local conferences and shows and exhibitions, and also to installers to work with their guys. It's a great development because it gives us a flexibility that we can go to a location, we can set up our classroom, and it can enable us to work with the contractor or the manufacturer with their products, but also using VR headsets, we can work in a virtual environment, so we can actually carry out, for example, site inspections on completed work and be able to see what's right and what's wrong, what's good and what's bad, without all the hassle of actually having to go to a job site.
Yeah.
You know, we can do it. It must be really difficult. Imagine trying to train 10 people in a job
working
site,
environment,
taking them to a building site and showing them around and asking them what's wrong. But if we can do that off-site, we're not getting in the way of the site. We're not having the problems of health and safety.
And we can create the problems that we want to show as opposed to like hoping that they're there.
And the thing is, we don't have to actually build it. It's virtual.
No. Yeah. So for those who haven't heard anything about this, pardon me, yes, we have a new trailer, a new, what would you call it? Like a...
We'd say it's a mobile classroom. It's actually an extendable trailer. It used to be, I believe it used to be a motorsport hospitality. It was designed for.
Yes. So that we'll be driving around, hopefully if you want to book us, that'll be out soon, hopefully this year. And yeah, there'll be headsets in there so you can do your training, but then there will also it'll be inside the VR, and then you take the headset off and then you start your class as well.
That's right. So we can do the mixture of both academic, practical and virtual in one scenario.
Yeah.
In one place. And it means that our clients don't have to travel to us, we can travel to them and bring all this to their doorstep. It's fantastic.
No, that sounds amazing.
Just to make it clear, of course, all the training courses that we've done all have an academic purpose, be they the practical, the installers courses, the level 2, the level 3. And these all tie in with the competency pathway that, of course, we've been involved in creating for the passive fire protection sector. So there's a clear, demonstrable level of knowledge that can be proven, and so we can show competency at the different levels through the industry. And this is a level that the industry's not had before this point. Of course, with doing that, we have to respond to what the industry needs as well. And this is where our membership can be very useful to us, because they can obviously get in touch with us and they know what they need for their guys on the ground. And if they think that there's something specifically that's needed for a particular sector, such as, for example, fire stoppers, they need a particular course for installing open state cavity barriers, and they can let us know about that, and we can make that happen.
Yeah.
It needs to be a two-way street.
Yeah,
so
communication,
we need
conversation, even.
Exactly, we need that exchange and that engagement with our membership, and that can give us the tools that we need then to create the next course and the next learning programs. And really looking forward to that.
And again, to get in touch, we'll leave that in the description or a link here. Make it hard for Max. There's a button here. So yeah, get in touch. Let us know what you think the industry needs, really. I think that is everything, past, present and future. Thank you for talking with me today.
Oh, you're welcome.
I hope that has informed a lot of you and cleared a few things up. And yeah, we'll see you next time.